Hello and welcome to or back to my channel. Thank you so much for being here. If you did notice, we did change the background a little bit. It's still a work in progress, so don't mind it. It's still not organized over here or anything, but I'm so excited to add kind of like my personality to this and finally be getting things in order in my little reading area and my background to record. So it's something, but it's not complete, but I hope y'all like it because I am loving it so far. Today's video is one that I am excited for and also dreading at the same time. We are going to do my entire physical TBR. Now, last time I counted my entire physical TBR, it was at like 80 plus for unread books, and that was not a whole series that I have or books after a certain book in a series. That was just like books I could currently read that I like sent a list to my friend Haley, and yeah, I have not counted it since then. We have grown quite a bit. I've gone on a couple of hauls since then. I have been gifted books. You know, I'm very lucky to be gifted books in a group that I am part of where we do gifting exchanges and also like gifts for birthday months and all that. And then I am very lucky to also be gifted some from friends, relatives, and also from publishers. So I am grateful for that. This is in no way to brag or anything. I just saw a couple of these videos and I thought it would be fun to do. So I am going to do this really super duper fast. Hopefully we are just going to rapid fire through them. No explanation really, unless I feel like rambling. So yeah, let's get on with it. Let's go ahead and go. I also just don't know how I'm going to do this either, so bear with me. Because I have duplicates of some books. I know that's crazy to say. I know it's crazy to be like, I got special editions of books I haven't read yet, but I have a problem, okay? A problem. Okay, I grabbed a couple, so we're just gonna go ahead and start and just go with it. We have One Last Stop. I got this actually at Barnes & Noble. On my way out, I saw the inside cover art and I was like, oh, I have to have this. Night of the Witch. I got this because a TikTok influencer that I follow talked about this and how she wanted more people to read it, so here I am with it, unread. But I did go to a book signing and I did get it signed. Oh, and I got a couple of other things in it, but yeah, so that was something cool. Butcher and Blackbird, I have the regular copy and then I have the special edition copy. My friend Haley read it, loved it so much, so I was like, okay. Fate Inked in Blood. This was 50% off at one of my local bookstores that I used to live at, so I got it, and it had pretty metallic like edges. Wildfire by Hannah Grace. I just haven't read this yet. I have read Icebreaker. I just have not moved on to Wildfire. I have the special edition, and then I have the regular edition as well. I just really need to get to it. Guild, I had no idea what this was about when I bought it. I don't even know why I bought it. It guessed probably for the edges and I thought it looked kind of cool. Do I plan on reading this? Probably not anytime soon because the books get very thick as the series continues. The Spanish Love Deception. Again, I have the physical copy, the regular book, and then I have this one as well, but I got this because of the pretty edges and all that from Fairy Loot. I mean, this thing's just gorgeous, is what it is. I do plan on reading it. This is one on my radar. It just hasn't been one that caught my eye lately. I hope this finds you well. I actually got this from a book subscription box that I am no longer a subscriber in. This was the one book that kind of slipped through the cracks. You have unlimited skips for this box. None of them caught my attention. Any of the books, you get to pick like what books you want. And anyways, I wasn't paying attention one month and I got this by default, but since then I have canceled the subscription. The books just weren't really that good. None of them spoke to me, but this one did seem interesting and the artwork in it is really cute, so I probably will end up reading this. This was also nominated on Goodreads, I think, for a debut album, oh my gosh, debut novel. Sorry, I've been listening to a lot of music lately ever since the Grammys, so. ASAP, I got this. Honestly, I don't have the regular copy of it. I saw how pretty it was from Fairy Loot, snatched it up. The Inheritance Game. Actually, my friend Haley got this edition first, and I was kind of jealous, so I ended up going to buy it. I do have to read it. She has read it. She's told me it's amazing. So by default, if Haley likes it, I'm about 99% sure I'm gonna like it. So, and then we have the Red Queen. I saw this edition at Barnes & Noble, and I had to grab it. I've heard good things about this. I'm waiting to go kind of in. I've heard it's more dystopian, so I'm waiting to kind of get into my like dystopian like era to read it, because when I hit that last time, I reread the Hunger Games series. So yeah. Okay, that last stack was a total of 11 books. On to the next one. I have a Twisted Tale anthology. I actually started this, DNF'd it because I just couldn't get into it, but basically it's a bunch of Disney like retellings, like what if this actually happened, in short stories. Oh my goodness, in short stories. So I thought this would be like really cool because I have other books like this, so I thought this would be a cool intro, but you know, I will get to it. I just wasn't in the mood for it at the time. Part of Your World, which is basically a what if version of it. It's what if Ariel had never defeated Ursula. And basically because of these books, I was like, oh, this will be a good intro into seeing if I really like these kind of stories. And I'm really hoping I still do, and that I just was not like in the mood for that book. Twisted by Emily McIntyre. This is actually the book that I am on right now in this series. I have to still get Crossed and Hexed, and I think I'll have the entire series after that. A Whole New World, another what if book. You know, it's what if Aladdin had never found the lamp. So yeah. Oh, also, can I petition to get these in hardback, please? The first 3 books are only in paperback. You cannot get them in hardback. Can I please get them in hardback, please? Then I have this kind of, I went on an Ursula trend, if you could not tell. I have a Funko Pop that's Ursula. It's all sparkly and stuff, so had to get books to go with it. Anyways, this is called Poor Unfortunate Soul, and this is basically like Ursula's story. I'm pretty sure is how it's described as. And this seems like a real easy read. I don't know why I haven't picked this one up, honestly. If you had ever been with me, this one just scares me. I've yet to get to it because it scares me. Speaking of being scared, 1,000 Boy Kisses. I am terrified of this one. Haley has read this one. She says it's good, but she's like, you're gonna cry your heart out. So like, I've been avoiding it. Throne of Glass, and yes, I know I'm gonna probably get hate for having this collector's edition, but not having an actual copy of Throne of Glass otherwise. It is on the TBR, I promise. I just have to read ACOTAR first, and don't worry, it's happening very, very soon. Don't worry. Shatter Me, this is actually one on my radar currently. I really want to get to this soon. I want to discover Aaron Warner because everyone be talking about him, and I need to figure out what the hype is about because PETA's my #1, you know, blonde book boyfriend, you know, and they said, you know, Aaron Warner's blonde. Gotta see what the hype is about this guy. Corrupt by Penelope Douglas, another one that is on my radar. I just don't think it's currently the right time for this for me. I tried to pick it up this month actually, and I just was not feeling vibing with it. But I know the series is going to be great. It's just, it's not the right time. Project Hail Mary is one that I really want to get to because I want to discover who Rocky is and what the hype is about. Then She Was Gone. Yeah, on my radar, but not at the same time. Pucked, I actually saw the sprayed edges on this and just decided to get this, and that's all I know about this book. The Cheat Sheet, the rule book, Fangirl Down, I actually have this, and then I do have a special edition from LitJoy. It's just, it was so pretty, I couldn't pass up on it. Burnout, I'm actually very interested to read this one. Night Shift, this just seems really cute. I saw the cover for this one and I was like, this seems right up my alley. Stealing for Keeps, I actually got this as an ARC. I was very lucky at a book signing event. The author gave it to me, so thank you so much. And The Striker by Anna Hong. Listen, if Anna Hong writes it, I'm gonna buy it, okay? I'm currently in the middle of purchasing the King of Sin series, so I'm trying to gather up the rest of that collection. Done and Dusted, I have a lot of friends that swear by this series, so I just need to hurry up and get to it, honestly. Wild Love by Elsie Silver. I'm currently in the middle of the Chestnut Springs series, so this was potentially on the list, but I heard like there's like this Off to the Race series, so I need to get on. Heartless by Elsie Silver. Yes. This is currently the book that I am in the middle of. I'm actually going to purchase the rest of the series, and then I am going to vlog reading the rest of the series. I'm going to try to start doing that with series, trying to vlog it more this year. It's a go. It's a go. Canadian boyfriend, hockey romance. I was very lucky enough, okay, that Bloom's publishing company gifted me both the Graham Effect and the Dixon Rule. I have not finished the off-campus series yet. And then I think it's off-campus Briar U and then this series, but thank you so much to Bloom for gifting me these. I'm so lucky. I'm so thankful. But I do have both of these now. They're so pretty. I love these covers. Listen, if it's a cartoon cover, immediately I'm swayed. Then I have The Deal by Elle Kennedy, of course, you know, hockey romance. I read Icebreaker and I read Icebound, and those are the only hockey romances I have read. I just have not been in my hockey kick. I need someone to talk me into reading more hockey romances. And then for Christmas, I got gifted this from my friend Abby. It's so pretty. It's called The Best Kind of Forever. I mean, look at this cover. I mean, it's so cute. So I'm excited for this. I don't know how this series is. I do think there's like 2 other books out in this series, so I will be getting those, but this just looks so cute. Okay, just wanted to give y'all an updated total. We are at 39 books so far. Okay, next I have all 4 of the If Love series by Anna Hong. I purchased all 4 of them when they got republished with the sprayed edges, of course. So I did complete my collection for this. So I'm currently pausing on the King of Sin series because I felt like I needed to go back and read this, which I've only read the first book anyways in the King of Sin series, so it's really just not that big of a deal. King of Pride, of course. This is the next book in the King of Sin series, so it is the next one that I plan on reading after I finish the If Love series. And then I do have King of Greed as well. Like I said, I am trying to finish buying the rest of this series. So I think I have King of Sloth, and then King of Envy is coming out next month, or in 2 months, in April. Then I have the Do-Over. This just caught my attention because of sprayed edges, and then since I got one I had to get it a friend, so I got Betting on You, and I do have the sprayed edge version of this. Just had to get it, honestly. I've yet to read a Lynn Painter book, and that's upsetting because everyone seems to love Lynn Painter, and I really need to get on that. I need to hit my romance kick again. I've kind of been in a slump lately. I need to force myself to like just sit in my reading area and read. Okay, then Emily McIntyre actually did new covers for the Sugar Lake series, so I did get Beneath the Stands, of course. Excited for this. I love Emily McIntyre's writing, so as soon as I finish the Never After series, I will be moving on to this series, because I also got Beneath the Stands as well. So I already have the first 2 books in the series, and I do plan on purchasing the last 2 books in the series. Deepened by Ali Hazelwood, auto by author. Honestly, if you have not read an Ali Hazelwood book, you really should. Okay, these are gonna be authors that I have like repeat books of, okay? So we have Part of Your World, and we have Yours Truly. So I heard you have to read Part of Your World before you can read Yours Truly, because they're like interconnected in some way. So, but I really want to read this one. Then I have Things We Never Got Over, The Worst Best Man, which this one really intrigues me. It's probably the Lucy Score book that is on my radar. Mr. Fixer-Upper. I have Fragile Sanctuary. I actually have no clue what this book is about. I think I got this as an ARC. I did. I got it as an ARC from a book signing event. And then Beautiful Broken Pieces as well. The Summer I Turned Pretty, a classic. I know I have not seen the series and I have not read the books. I'm working on it. To All the Boys I've Loved Before, same thing. Working on it, I promise. Dungeons and Drama, Dating and Dragons. I love that there is a D&D romance. Like, it's so cute, and it's YA. So, and I was a drama kid. I am a drama kid, so like. Speaking of Lynn Painter, better than the movies, I still have yet to read as well. I have 3 Lynn Painter books and I have yet to read one. Okay, then we have Practice Makes Perfect, and I have When in Rome as well, which I heard you need to read When in Rome first before Practice Makes Perfect, because as well they are interconnected standalone. So, and then we have You've Reached Sam. I've actually had this on my TBR for a while. I saw the cover and I was like, I know this is sad, but I'm really invested in this. I'm interested in this, and I have yet to pick it up, but I keep meaning to. I want to. I really do. I want to. I just haven't. Okay, so our updated total is 66 books right now. Okay, I have Mixed Signals, The Nanny. Actually, this has been really on my radar. I need to pick this up immediately. Magnolia Parks, I eventually will get to this. Again, I want to buy the original covers though. Once I get the original covers and the entire series, reading vlog coming soon. Not in Love by Ali Hazelwood. Yeah. A Not So Meet Cute. I actually went to a book signing event. This is signed by Megan Quinn herself. And I just haven't picked it up yet, but I've heard that her books are hilarious. Like, they're great rom-coms. And then The Kiss Thief. I think this is arranged marriage, and I saw it all over TikTok and my Pinterest, so I got gifted it. I put it on my wish list, and I actually got gifted it for like the birthday like Facebook group I'm in. Binding 13, I know I need to get to it. I need to know what the hype is about around this book. The Stand-In, Not Without You. I actually got this as an ARC, and it was gifted to me by the author. Thank you so much for that. It happened one summer. I got gifted this in my birthday group again, and I'm so thankful for that. Runaway Love, I actually got gifted this as well. It was supposed to come with the pretty sprayed edges. It did not, but you know, I got gifted it, so I'm not gonna complain. Didn't see that coming. This is a video game romance. Yes, sign me up. A Love Letter to Whiskey. Listen, I got this because I heard this is the most frustrating, heartbreaking book out there, and I want to experience this. The 7-Year Slip. Again, hyped up, want to experience it. Love in Other Words. I actually read a Valentine's Day novella series the beginning of this month anyways. It's the Valentine's Day novella series, The Improbable Meet Cute. Christina Lauren wrote, I think, the first book in it, and I actually really liked it, so I'm excited to move on to an actual book by Christina Lauren. Love Redesigned, I know, I need to get to it. The Fine Print as well. And then Out on a Limb. This is probably the book that I'm most excited for out of like all my romance books, because I've heard this is like pregnancy done really well and tastefully, and I honestly have not heard a bad thing about this book. We're at 83 books right now. This is around where I was last year, so it's only up from here. Still Beating. I know I need to get to this really badly because everyone recommends this. Mine for a Moment. I actually got gifted this at the book signing event I went to as an ARC, so I was very lucky to get this. Phantom by H.G. Carlton. Praise, one of my friends actually from college just finished this, and she absolutely loved it, so I need to hurry up and get to this. Okay, so I have Her Soul to Take, and then I also have Her Soul for Revenge, so I have book 1 and 2. I just need to get the 3rd book, and then I have the entire series, and I can do a reading vlog. Brutal Prince by Sophie Lark. Flock, I heard this is probably like one of the most heartbreaking series ever. Punk 57, Bully Romance. I want to read it. Simple as that. Saint, this is the 3rd book in, I don't even know what this series is called, but it's like the Priest, Sinner, and then Saint series by Sierra Simone. I've read the first 2 books. This is the last one to finish up the series, so. Credence. Yeah, Credence. How My Neighbors Stole Christmas. I wanted to read this last Christmas, didn't get around to it, so hopefully this Christmas. The Santa Suit, no clue what it's about. Christmas book. The Holiday Switch seems like a cute YA romance, honestly. The Christmas Fix. This is another Lucy Score book, but this is like Christmas time, but this actually is probably the Lucy Score book where I'm like, ooh, I want to read this. A Merry Little Meet Cute. Birthday Girl. Yeah. Frigid, I was lucky enough, I got the ARC at a book signing event, and then I was gifted the actual copy by a friend from the birthday book gifting group I'm in. Oh my goodness, can I talk? So now I have 2 copies, which is kind of cool to say like, hey, I have an ARC, and then I have like the published version. Not too much of a difference, you know, you can just see the difference on the spines really, so, but it's still cool to like just be able to have this. It Ends With Us. I have this collector's edition of it. I honestly don't know if I'll ever read this book. Maybe before, if I ever decide to watch the movie, maybe before that. Then I have The Charmed List. Then I have The Sinner's Duet. This is actually 2 books in one. It is both books in here. Yumi and the Nightmare Painter. My friend Matt is a big Brandon Sanderson fan. Has been bugging me to read this and Mistborn by Brandon Sanderson. So I'm being harassed. Yes, I am. Stalking Jack the Ripper. I'm a true crime girly, just always have been. Kingdom of the Feared, I actually got gift this from my Facebook gifting group. Throne of the Fallen, I've heard this is like good, spicy, like standalone fantasy, so I was intrigued, so I ended up getting the one with the sprayed edges because why not? So yeah. Then I have my box set of the Lord of the Rings series. I'm so excited for this. And then to go with my Throne of Glass, I do have a Court of Thorns and Roses. I do have the regular copy of this. I have the hardback. It is on my shelf, and I do plan on starting it next month. So that will be happening, but yeah, I do have the collector's edition as well. And then I do have Percy Jackson as well. I got gifted this for Christmas by my friend Abby. Thank you so much for it. Powerful, which I do have both copies of it because they dropped this one and then they dropped a size that goes with the actual book. So, and this one came with the sprayed edges, so cool. And then I do have Powerless. Now listen, I did start it. You can see by the tabs. I did start it and then I DNF'd it because, not because I didn't like it, because I was not giving it the attention it deserved. Nightbane. If y'all have been around, y'all know Lightlark was like an almost in one sitting book. I'm a slow reader, so even saying like I almost finished a book in one sitting is crazy to me because I never do. Never. Does not matter. Doesn't happen. Okay, anyways, I never finish a book in one sitting. Lightlark, I stayed up until like, it was like 4 or 5 in the morning and I had like 70 pages left and I was like, well, this is gonna have to wait for tomorrow. Like, I need to go to bed. I had spent all day reading that book. So I immediately bought Nightbane after I finished Lightlark. I also went and got the Barnes & Noble edition of Skyshade. Daughter of No Worlds, Mariana did a video on like favorite fantasy books on TikTok, and immediately made me want to read this. The Serpents and the Wings of Night. I need to get to this. Honestly, Vampires, Game and Trials already has my attention. Okay, I have Pestilence, which is the Four Horsemen series. It's been on my radar for a while and clearly it has, because I also have War, which was gifted to me by a friend. Thank you. So yes, I do have the first and second book in this series as well, and I just need the last two to have a completed Four Horsemen. I've heard this is a great series. We are at 118 books. Killer Instinct, this is the second book to the Natural series. Yeah, gotta continue the series. I really love the first book. It is truly YA Criminal Minds. The Crash by Frida McFadden, this is her newest book release. I pre-ordered it, had to. If Frida McFadden writes it, I'm ordering it. Auto by author. The Coworker by Frida McFadden, and of course, The Housemaid Wedding. Anyways, yep. Like I said, I'm trying to get through all of Frida McFadden's work currently. The Reappearance of Rachel Price, same thing with Holly Jackson, another auto by author. Holly Jackson has just not failed me. Speaking of Killjoy, also by Holly Jackson, this is to finish A Good Girl's Guide to Murder, Good Girl, Bad Blood, and As Good as Dead to finish up the series. I have book 2 to the Inuyasha series, and so I will be continuing this throughout until I finish it. I will have the entire collection. This was my #1 manga growing up, still is my #1. Love it. And then I have Tokyo Ghoul. A friend recommended this, so I'm giving it a chance. Justin, you are on the hot block right now, okay? If this is terrible, I'm gonna let you know. The Witch series, I have all 3 of the first books. I was so lucky to find all 3 of them there, and they were all like $6 each, so I grabbed the first 3. This is actually a new anime that I just got into like a couple years ago, and I'm still not even done with it, but that's Naruto. Yeah, I think I got to the part like the battles finished in like the first like season and stuff, and I just haven't continued it. So I decided to start reading it instead. All Good People Here, another like mystery book that I've heard is really good. The House Across the Lake, I've heard mixed reviews about this, so I need to get my own opinion. One of Us is Lying, I actually read this when this was the only book in the series out. Since then it has like 4 books in the series. So a reread is in order, even though I do for the most part remember, I do know the ending and everything, but I feel like I need a reread before continuing on with the series. Lying in the Deep, I saw this at Barnes & Noble, read the back of it, or I guess the inside of it technically, and was like, actually, yeah, this sounds really good. Shadowland, I know nothing about this. This was actually gifted to me. I do have Dr. Sleep, Something of Bad Dreams. I have the next 5 books in the Legacy of God series. So I've God of Pain, God of Wrath, God of Ruin, God of Fury, and God of War. Sorry, they're not the correct way for y'all. Now you can read them if I don't drop them first. Ruthless Vows, I just haven't got to yet. I finished Divine Rivals, absolutely loved it, gave it 5 stars. Just haven't moved on. Dance of Thieves, I've just heard a lot of good things about it, so I put it on my wish list and ended up getting it. From Blood and Ash, I've just heard a lot of things about this author, and she's writes like so many different genres, so I need to figure out like what genre, like, yeah. This author, yeah. How does it feel? Went to a book signing event. I've heard amazing things about this from BookTube and Book Talk, so I have high hopes. The Cruel Prince, I'm actually working on getting the rest of the series right now. Someone here on YouTube actually asked me to do a reading vlog of this series, so I will be doing that. Charming Devil, this book is actually out already, but this is the ARC edition of it that I got gifted, which was really cool, and I got artwork with it, so I am excited to eventually get to this, but it is out now. One Dark Window, Haley is harassing me. I will read this, I promise. Broken Bonds, I actually got gifted this for a Secret Santa gift. Or no, we did an ornament exchange, but they also gifted me a book. So we did that for each other, and we did our favorite like book series. So they really like the series, Broken Bond series, and so they told me I'm in for a ride. I'm excited. I ended up gifting them Twisted Games or Twisted Hate, one or the other, from the Twisted series, because as y'all know, you know, I love the Twisted series. I don't think y'all can see my tattoo, but I have a Twisted series tattoo. But yeah, so I eventually will be getting to this. A Touch of Darkness, retellings, just, I really like retellings. Phantasma, listen, everyone hyped this up. It better be worth the hype. It was buy one, get one 50% off at Barnes & Noble. So this better be, I did not like Caraval. I was not a fan of Caraval, so I've heard this is compared to it, so this better be good. This better be good. A Series of Unfortunate Events, you know, childhood. Filthy Rich Fae, don't know anything about this, but look at these sprayed edges, gorgeous. So then at Goodwill, I'm gonna buy new dust jackets for these because the dust jackets are ruined, but that's okay. But I found 3 of the books for the Twilight series. They did not have book 1, but they had all 3 of these, so I'm just gonna get new dust jackets and find the rest of the series in hardback. But I mean, they were like, I think $1 something each. I think I took the price tags off, but like $1 something each, like how could I pass this up? I've seen the Twilight series, I've watched it, have not read it, want to experience it. We are on the last shelf officially, and so this will be the last bit, and I will give y'all a grand total at the end of this. I got gifted yesterday, actually. I came home to a package from Bloom Publishing, and I got gifted the No Other God series. This is book 1 and 2 of it, and look how gorgeous these are. And they came with artwork inside, like, I mean, so pretty. So thank you, Bloom, for that. I really do appreciate it. And they have sprayed edges. Nameless, this was gifted to me by my son's grandma. Heartless Hunter, this is like one of my like priority reads of this year. I will be getting to it. Bride by Allie Hazelwood, I did get the signed copy, had to. Love Allie Hazelwood, gotta get to this because I heard it's like vampire werewolf, it's really good, and there are rumors that she may be adding on to this universe, so we may get a book 2. Obsidian, my friend Haley has read this. Like I said, I'm very curious about this author because I mean, fantasy, romance, and now like an alien kind of romance, you know, so this author has me very curious because I have them in literally almost every single genre. From that same series, the author is redoing like the covers and everything and dropping sprayed edges, so the second book in that is Onyx, so I did get this. Then I have Air. This is actually out right now as well. This is the Fairy Loot edition, so I got this cool like version of it. It is on my like radar to read. It seems really cool, right up my alley. High fantasy, you know, so I've been seeing the regular version at Walmart a lot, so I'm hoping to hear about this on TikTok soon to know like should I pick it up soon or not, you know? Five Broken Blades, I actually saw, I think it's called like LA Podcast or something like that on TikTok. Anyways, one of the girls' name I believe is Abby, and she actually talked about this in one of her like TikTok videos on her personal page, and that's actually what made me buy this. She highly recommended it, said it was really good. Then I have A Language of Dragons. I got this from Fairy Loot from my monthly subscription box, and it just seems really interesting. The sprayed edges are gorgeous, and I've been getting into like dragon books. Shadow Fourth Wing. The Dagger and the Flame, this honestly is not my favorite cover I've gotten from Fairy Loot. Sprayed edges look cool though, I will say that. So this is not really on my radar, but I mean, at the same time it is. Darker by 4, another beautiful sprayed edge. Don't know anything about it. The Games Gods Play, I saw this all over TikTok and it was actually going out of print, so I had to snag it. The Girl with No Reflection, I know nothing about this one. Nothing about it, but the sprayed edges are gorgeous. The Stars Are Dying, I actually ended up getting this because Haley got it, showed me it, and I was in love with this copy. Listen, if you should take anything from this, more authors should do more hardcover like prints. Oh my goodness, know nothing about it, but I wanted that. For She Is Wrath, this is actually one I do want to read. It seems really cool, really badass, FMC, you know, so sprayed edges, yes, but it's giving like Aladdin vibes. Like I get Aladdin vibes from the like artwork and everything. I'm kind of hoping it is like an Aladdin retelling in a way. Sleep Like Death, this is one of the first ever Fairy Loot books I got, so it holds a special place in my heart. I know nothing about it. I'm guessing it's probably kind of like a Snow White retelling in a way based on it. Oh no, it says Cinderella is dead but Snow White fights on. Okay, so it is like a Snow White retelling. The Darkness Within Us, again, one of my first ever Fairy Loot books. I know nothing about this. And last but not least, The Temptation of Magic. I actually do want to read this. Sprayed edges are gorgeous, but it's giving like dark academia vibes is what I get, and I'm hoping it's like that. Like I would love like another magic school like kind of book. So but I don't know. Okay, and that is all the books officially. So that brings our grand total to 178 books. Do we have a problem? Yes. Are we gonna stop? No. Am I gonna cancel my pre-orders I already have? Absolutely not. Okay? Buying books and reading books are two different hobbies, and they are healthy hobbies. Not for my bank account, but for me. Okay? Okay, now that we established that, thank y'all so much for hanging out with me today as we did this. I thought this was super cool to honestly know in my head, like, okay, I have this many books. I probably should read some physical books and stay off the Kindle and all that, but I need to put a dent in my physical books, so be prepared. We will probably have a series coming in the future of me reading my physical TBR, something, you know, TBR takedown. I've seen a couple of different ideas, so I have some ideas in my head. But yeah, anyways, thank y'all for hanging out with me today. Definitely some books that became aware on my radar as well. So that's why I really enjoy like going through my books and being like, hey, you're not one I look at often, but you are one I really want to get to. Anyways, again, thank you. I appreciate y'all so much. Please like and subscribe. I would appreciate it so much. It helps me know that you enjoyed this kind of video and want to see more content like this in the future. You know, yeah. Anyways, I appreciate y'all. I will see y'all next time. Okay, bye.